recording, darling. It's recorded? Okay.
Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. And now that the comments are back, or so far so good, we are able to do an advice section, as my dear wife says.
Louder your voice, darling.
So I got to louder my voice.
Yeah, so the headlines is second chance.
The headlines.
Headline, sister of headlights. Dear Terence and Beth, sorry to hear about Lina's breakup. I was also experiencing it, and that time my whole world collapsed. I started drinking in order to sleep for over a month. It's alcohol is my best friend that time. I didn't go out because I felt all our neighbors is just gossiping me about what happened.
So this is a Filipina.
Yeah. Until one morning, I just looked myself in the mirror and I was shocked how terrible looking I am. Yeah, because if you're just drinking and you're not cleaning yourselves and your eyebrows
alcohol
is,
will do that.
Yeah. Until one morning, I just looked myself in the mirror and I was shocked how terrible looking I am. What I did is, I take a bath, went to shopping, clothes, got a haircut, and when I came home, I burned all the pictures of my ex and all memories that can remind me.
Good idea. It doesn't sound like you need any advice from me.
And I looked back in the mirror and I told myself I deserve better. Good job.
Good idea.
Please tell Lina he deserved better and possible it happened for the best. You can read my message in video to enlighten those heartbroken viewers that sometimes we lose someone in order for us to find the best person. That's great, that we can spend for the rest of our life. Give our hug to Lina and give our hug to Lina from me and my husband for 3 months now, who makes me realize that God prepared the best for us. God prepared the best for us. Wishing her well. Love from California, Cecil.
Wow, so there's somebody that suffered a great loss.
And I'm married.
Went under for a while, and then gradually, this is evidently somebody who doesn't normally drink, because what would happen is that if they were already a drinker, they would continue to slide down, and the love of their life would become the alcohol in the bottom of the bottle, or well, not in the bottom of the bottle, in the bottom of their stomach. Okay, but
I can do a search for that.
You actually won through that. You went through it. Wow, I am full of admiration. And then not only did you do that, but you did the obvious that escapes so many people. You went out, you had a haircut, you had a bath, you went out, you bought some new clothes, you made a new you that you wanted to be the you were going to continue with. And that in itself was a huge makeover, and I would say that was instrumental in how you found your husband. Wise words. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, honey. What?
Yeah, thank you for your letter, Ma'am Cecil from California. We're very happy for what happened to your life now, despite the heartaches that you've been going through. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I think there's no breakup that it's not painful. There's no breakup that you cannot ask yourselves. You cannot question yourself, what's wrong with me? Why is it he chose to that person than me? Why is it? There's always a lot of what if. That sometimes your mind is really tired of asking that what if, and then you just there are people that, yes, I understand your situations, that you ran into alcohol, because just for you to sleep, right? Because it's not easy when you're broken hearted. It's easy to give an advice, but when you're on that shoes, it's very difficult. Because
what you did was key, actually.
It's great what you did.
You burned all the photographs of the ex, and you didn't hold any of those for those little pity parties that we all hold when we're broken-hearted, where we look at the picture and go, why didn't she love me?
No, because there are instances that even if that person broken up us, right? Especially for the women, right? There are times that we're hoping that maybe he changed his mind and come back to me.
Oh, yeah,
That's why we
right.
reserve something so that when he come back, we says that, look, I love you so much. That's why I keep these things.
That's
Right?
in the
There-
love songs, yeah. But
No,
in
there are some
reality,
like that.
in reality, honey, if it really didn't work out, didn't we talk about someone recently who did this? Somebody that we know, not very well, but someone that we know, and had a relationship with someone, then told that person, never mind the gender, right? But that person told the other person that loved him that, why don't you go home because it's not working anymore? And that person went home and tried to start again, and then the first person actually called and said, why don't you come back? And the second person came back, and the first person gave it a try for a couple of nights and then said, you know what, I was right, this is not working.
Yeah, so you know,
Isn't that
let's
true?
let's go back on my topic. Yeah, my advice. It's my
Actually, it's
portion.
very much to do with the
Yeah,
topic.
I know, but let's
I
not
know.
carry that. Let's not bring that again. Let's not bring that.
Excuse
Ah,
me,
I
it's
know.
two-part.
I know.
You do your thing and I do mine.
Yeah, but we didn't want to elaborate more of those scenario. Yeah, so my advice to you, ma'am. My advice to you, you know. My advice to what he didn't need an advice. He just okay. You're what now? I'm getting I'm
They're
getting
mixed up.
yeah. So what you did is good. What you did is really great. That
No,
you
what she did is
perfect,
wonderful.
wonderful. But it's not easy. It's, as I said, it's not easy when you're on the difficult shoe, when you're on that situations, because there's always what if. What if? What if? What if you come back? What's wrong with me? You're in the time that you don't hear, even if you're when you hear suddenly the music, even if you don't know the music, you cried, right? You experienced that, darling? Yeah, and then I understand when you said
I
in
can't
your
go into it.
when you said in your comment that you're into drunk, but because there are instances that women take alcohol just to forget the pain, but it's just temporary, because tomorrow when you already take when the effect on the alcohol is gone, the pain is there. But as you said, there are people that we lost because to open up the best person to come into our lives.
We are making actually the saying is that the universe hates a vacuum, and when you have a person who has left, it kind of leaves a vacuum.
Yeah.
And if you keep that vacuum there for the right person to come in, guess what will come in? It should be the right person, and that's what you did.
Yes, and
To the
always,
letter right
yeah,
now.
to all who hearts broken out there, just put on your mind that that person who make you cry, that crazy persons who throw you in the garbage is more than garbage, right? He's not worth it for your tears, but I said it's not easy. It's always been painful, but always put on your mind that that person is not worth it on the love, and it's his loss. Because look at Terence and I came from a heartbroken, but I was ended up for the best person.
Yes, dear.
Yeah. Right? I haven't
Actually, that person, the person who gives you up, okay, seriously, the person who gives you up and walks away, you have to look at it that she is doing you a favor.
yeah.
Because what would have happened if, knowing that you were not the right person for them, they continued? And so many relationships and even marriages are based in this, where they each knew that they were wrong for each other,
Yeah.
and still went ahead, probably because there was a pregnancy involved, they still went ahead and formed a relationship, a union, which could never work,
Yeah,
and
because
could only result in heartbreak.
yeah, because there are
Yes, dear.
because there are times that even because there are some instances that even we know that there's already a broken portion on the relationship.
Yes.
We always try to cover up that because of the love, but sometimes, that kind of broken, that a little crack, when there's another argument, that crack become bigger until it broken totally the relationship, and that the relationship is not healthy anymore. So
Which is why
to all
so many marriages
Yeah.
often go for very, very short periods of time.
Yeah. So as I said, to all heartbrokens out there, to Ma'am Cecil, thank you for sharing your stories. And to all heartbrokens out there, it's not easy to be broken, but it's not easy to be broken. But always remember that from the broken, you can come up into whole, and it makes into another great stories. Right?
Yes, dear.
Because our stories, is not anybody's stories. Your stories is not anyone's stories. But when you talk and make that stories together, it makes one of the best stories.
Let me give you another
understand
plug
what
of this lady. Can you be quiet for a minute, dear? Well, I don't know what she's doing this for. Let me recommend a book for you which will help you to choose the right person for you. And it's by a woman called Barbara DeAngelis. No,
Yeah.
she's not my sister or my mother. She is a writer and a counselor of relationships.
Yes.
And she wrote a book called, you haven't read the book even.
It's a great story. It's a great writer.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
What did you say?
can I
Why,
finish?
if
honey?
I know that story, if I know that book?
You don't know it.
No.
I've recommended it many
Yeah, you
times.
recommended because that's a great story. That's a great author, a very good author, and that's the book, very, very good. You asked me if I read it.
Do you know what the book is?
I don't know, but my husband, my husband has been reading books, and even if he's reading that this month, next month, he's reading it again. So it means it's good book.
I love this woman. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you the title of that book that she is recommending so highly and doesn't know. And it's called, it's called Are You the One for Me?
Yeah.
And I recommend this book because it helps by giving case histories in which you will find yourself. I found myself in there, and it certainly helped me. And I feel that I'm looking now at a successful union with this crazy woman.
Eh? I'm crazy.
See, it's a very fragile
I think
thing.
I'm crazy. He's crazy. We're both crazy, right? But the one who write the letter, thumbs up to you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Thank you so much. And as I said, as Stern said, we recommended that book because that book is so good. Have a good day. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.